What on earth were you thinking, Megan? Coming to an important funeral? My mother's funeral? In a Hawaiian shirt? This is absolutely unheard of. What made you think that that would be okay?
No need to get so angry. I just happened to be wearing it. I didn't have anything else.
What do you mean you happen to be wearing it?
Well, actually, I just got back from Hawaii. I was on vacation with my boyfriend, and he proposed to me there. It was such a romantic proposal on Waikiki Beach at sunset. A once-in-a-lifetime moment. I won't ever forget it.
That's wonderful news, but it has nothing to do with this situation. My mother just passed away. Do you understand how inappropriate this is?
But you're not listening to the whole story. The proposal was magical. There were musicians playing, and Jake had arranged everything perfectly. He even had a photographer hidden nearby.
Megan, please. This is a funeral, not a vacation slideshow.
But it does matter. Listen to the whole story before jumping to conclusions. You're not going to find any happiness if you're that impatient, you know. So, of course, I said yes to his proposal, and I rushed home right after returning to let everyone know. I wanted everyone to see my engagement ring, too.
You could have at least changed clothes before coming here.
Yeah, well, when I got home, nobody was there. Then a neighbor told me that everyone had gone to your family home. I was so excited to share my news, I came straight over to tell everyone.
So that's why you came to our house. I understand your explanation. If you didn't know about the funeral, I suppose it couldn't be helped.
Exactly. Since I didn't know anything, it couldn't be helped that I was wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Plus, look how cheerful it is, all these pretty flowers. It matches my mood perfectly. I couldn't be any happier.
I'm really happy for you, but normally, once you realize there's a funeral going on, you'd leave. It's unthinkable to stay and attend in a Hawaiian shirt. Don't try to brush this off as it couldn't be helped. You must have known it was a funeral before entering our house. Everyone is wearing black, and everybody was, and still is, talking so quietly that they could even hear you from the backyard when you arrived. I'm shocked that you had the nerve to waltz in here and act like nothing was wrong, and greet everyone like it's a school reunion.
Yeah, I saw how boring everyone looked. I had the best time in Hawaii. Everything was so bright and cheerful.
This isn't Hawaii, Megan. This is a solemn occasion.
But it wouldn't have been such a waste to leave after coming all this way. Besides, I'm family too, so I thought I'd at least say goodbye to your mom too. Funerals are so gloomy, and everyone's dressed in black. Don't you think a Hawaiian shirt adds a stylish touch? I thought since your dear mother passed away, you must be feeling down, so I wanted to cheer you up with my bright Hawaiian shirt.
My mother just died. I'm entitled to feel down for a little while. I just want everyone to focus on paying their respects to my mother.
And that's such negative thinking. Life is for celebrating. Jake always said we should find joy in every moment.
Don't be ridiculous. What you did was incredibly inappropriate. It's like you're mocking both me and my deceased mother. Take this seriously.
I didn't do anything like that. And I wasn't joking around, I was being serious. I just participated in the funeral, Hawaii style. You know, funerals in Hawaii are very different from America. They decorate the venue beautifully with lovely flowers. So isn't it nice to have a completely different kind of funeral once in a while?
No, it's not nice at all. This is America, not Hawaii. You ruined an important funeral by flouncing about in that aloha shirt and showing off your engagement ring. I'll never forgive you for this.
Wow, scary. I came all this way to attend, right after coming back from my holiday, and you can't even say thank you? That's so harsh. But my fiancé and I have big hearts, so we'll forgive you. You must be on edge because you just lost your mother. It's okay, it's okay. We're the kind of people who can understand someone in that situation. You're lucky we're so sympathetic.
Understanding would be showing proper respect at a funeral.
Anyway, you're free to be depressed and all, but just make sure that you feel better when it's time for the wedding. I don't want you ruining the mood by being all gloomy and upset. I'll send you an invite in the mail, so answer ASAP.
I'm so sorry about my stupid sister yesterday. I can't believe she showed up to the funeral in a Hawaiian shirt. And then she stayed for the service. I kicked her out as quickly as I could. But the damage was already done, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mom's funeral was ruined. All our relatives are furious. I'm furious.
And they have every right to be. I'm so sorry.
My aunt hasn't stopped calling about it. She's upset with me for letting someone like her into the funeral service.
I'm so sorry, Sarah. I should have known something like this would happen. Megan's always been self-centered, but this is beyond anything I expected.
Did she even understand what she did wrong?
My parents and I lectured Megan and her fiancé as soon as they got home, but she just kept talking about her engagement the whole time.
Oh, really? Well, that explains why I haven't received any apology from Megan.
Actually, she's sulking. My parents and I lectured until morning, but she showed no remorse at all. If anything, she got angry at us. She said she came to announce her engagement and expected everyone to congratulate her, but was upset when nobody gave her the reaction she wanted. She said we were the ones at fault for having a funeral at such a bad timing. She started blaming you.
I can't believe it. After what she did, she's not even sorry? And to get angry on top of that is unbelievable.
She kept saying things like, "Why couldn't you wait to have the funeral?" And "This was supposed to be my special moment." As if we planned for this to happen.
She wanted us to delay the funeral? Does she even hear herself?
My parents and I were so shocked we were speechless. Nothing we said got through to her.
Even if she was excited about the engagement, this is unforgivable. My mom fought so hard through her illness, and then she passed away and finally found peace. This was our last chance to say thank you and goodbye to her.
I know how hard it has been for you to take care of her while she was sick. Your mom was always so kind to Megan too. Remember when you first introduced me to your parents? Your mom asked about me, my family, my job, everything. She was such a wonderful person.
Yeah. Even when she was sick, she asked about you and about Megan. She wanted to know if she was doing well.
And this is how Megan repays that kindness. Wearing a Hawaiian shirt to her funeral and complaining about the timing.
Jake's not much better. He just stood there grinning the whole time.
They're perfect for each other. Both completely self-absorbed. Did you notice how they kept trying to show everyone the engagement ring?
During a funeral service. I still can't believe it.
I've never seen Dad so angry. He told Megan she needed to grow up and learn respect.
What did she say to that?
She said we were all too traditional and needed to lighten up. Then she stormed off to her room.
Your parents must be mortified.
They are. Mom hasn't stopped crying. Not just about the funeral. She's worried about what kind of person Megan's become. I really can't forgive her for her behavior either. But you don't have to worry anymore. If you don't want to have anything to do with Megan, then you can just ignore her. You don't have to meet with her.
Tom.
But my parents and I are still working on getting her to apologize. So if you'll bear with us, we want her to understand what she's done and apologize on her own initiative. But it looks like it's going to take some time. Could you give my parents a chance to apologize to you at least?
Alright, but I'm still busy with dealing with Mom's will and stuff, and I still need some time to myself to come to terms with her being gone. I think it'll be a few weeks until I can make some time to meet with them. But will that be okay?
Yeah, of course. I want you to let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Anything at all. If you need someone to help you clean out your mom's house, or you need emotional support at the meeting with your mom's lawyer, I'll be there.
Thanks. I'll be staying at my mom's house for a while. Let me know if anything happens.
Hey, did you get our wedding invitation? Isn't it super cute?
Yes, it's a very cute design. Bright and cheerful. Very you.
Right? Actually, it's Hawaii themed. Hawaii is where he proposed, so we're making the whole wedding Hawaii themed. We've got palm trees, tropical flowers, even little surfboards on the tables.
I see you've put a lot of thought into it.
You absolutely have to come to the wedding. We're going all out with it. The dress, the venue decorations, everything will be Hawaiian and cute. I'm even having my bridesmaids wear flower crowns.
I appreciate the invitation, but I'm still in mourning because my mother just passed away. Is it really okay for me to attend the wedding?
Of course it's okay. My fiancé and I don't care about that stuff. We want as many people as possible to come. Besides, it'll be good for you to get your mind off things. I heard from my brother that you've been cooped up at your mom's house since the funeral.
What?
I know you're sad because your mother died, but you're being too gloomy. You've got to get a grip. You'll be in a better mood if you come to our wedding.
Even if you say that, I can't help feeling down. I lost my only mother. It's more painful than you can imagine.
But that was weeks ago. You need to move on. Life is for the living, you know. Jake always says that.
Weeks ago? It hasn't even been a month. I don't know about you, but I personally need more time to accept that she's gone.
Okay. Enough with the gloomy atmosphere. My wedding is coming up, so it's time to move on. Just so you know, being in mourning is a no-go for the vibe. Make sure you properly celebrate our wedding with enthusiasm. And go all out with the wedding gift, too. We're putting so much effort into this wedding, so don't ruin it.
Effort into the wedding. Right.
We've spent so much already. The flowers alone cost a fortune, but it'll be worth it. Everything has to be perfect.
I understand. I'll try my best to put my feelings into it, but don't get mad if I try too hard.
What's that supposed to mean?
Don't worry, I'll dress appropriately for the occasion. I'll dress exactly the way I feel.
Great. I was worried you might still be all depressed. This wedding is going to be amazing. We're even having fire dancers.
Fire dancers? That must be expensive.
Oh, and don't get me started on the cost. But Jake says money is no object for our special day.
How interesting. I didn't realize Jake had that kind of money.
Well, we're managing. Love finds a way, right? Speaking of which, the gift registry is at... What do you think you're doing? Leave right now, you inconsiderate woman.
How cruel to call me inconsiderate and kick me out after I came all this way. I properly switched my mindset to come celebrate.
Then what's with that outfit? How dare you show up to a wedding in a black mourning dress? This is completely ruining the tropical vibe we worked so hard to create.
Really? I thought this was the perfect outfit for today. After all, today is a funeral.
What? A funeral? This is my wedding day. Everything is supposed to be perfect.
Your wedding is really lovely, just like you said, but the bride and groom's lives end today, so I thought this outfit was more appropriate.
What are you talking about? What do you mean our lives end? Stop trying to ruin my special day with your weird revenge.
I mean, you're both going to jail. Getting criminal records and going to jail. That's basically the end of your lives, right? That's why everyone's coming in mourning dress. Tom's gone to pick up your parents now, but apparently they're all properly dressed in mourning clothes too.
What? Wait a minute. Why is my family coming to my wedding in mourning clothes? And why do we have to go to jail? This isn't funny, Sarah.
Oh, but this is quite amusing. Almost as amusing as wearing a Hawaiian shirt to a funeral, wouldn't you say?
That's completely different. This is my wedding.
Surely you must have some idea. After all, you were quite bold in stealing the safe from my house.
What?
I won't let you say you don't remember anything.
Seriously, what's safe? What are you talking about?
Playing dumb now? You and your fiancé worked together to carry it out during my mother's funeral, both wearing Hawaiian shirts.
How do you know about that? You were too busy to notice at the time. You were crying and talking to relatives.
So now you remember. True, I didn't see it with my own eyes, but the cameras installed in our house caught everything. You see, before your mom got sick, she had a cat. We had pet monitoring cameras set up throughout the house. They record 24/7 as long as they're plugged in. Quite impressive.
Don't tell me those cameras.
Yes, they caught everything perfectly in HD. The way you and Jake snuck upstairs while everyone was gathered in the main room. How you pointed out the safe to him. The way you both struggled to carry it down the back stairs. It's all quite clear.
That's impossible. Those cameras couldn't still be working.
We gave the cat to a friend when Mom started her treatment, but we completely forgot about removing the cameras. Not only did you disrupt an important funeral by wearing a Hawaiian shirt, but you were also committing theft behind the scenes. Such a touching scene. You even checked your hair in the mirror while Jake was picking the lock.
You're lying. You must be lying.
Would you like to see the footage? I have it right here on my phone. The image quality is surprisingly good. I could have gone to the police right away, but since you were so excited about your wedding, I thought I'd at least let you have that. One last celebration before prison.
Then at least come dressed properly today. Don't come to the wedding that I was looking forward to in morning clothes. This is supposed to be the happiest day of my life.
You're one to talk. After showing up to my mother's funeral in a Hawaiian shirt? Didn't you say Hawaiian funerals are the opposite of American ones and are cute? So I did the opposite too. This is stylish in its own way, right? And since both your lives end today, isn't morning dress perfect in that sense too?
No, I don't think so at all.
No, really? Well, I do. I feel great. We can all head to the police station together once the ceremony is over.
What?
I thought I'd give you the chance to turn yourselves in and save yourselves the embarrassment of being arrested at the altar. Or would you prefer it that way? You like drama, after all.
Wait, you can't do that. Are you really going to have us arrested?
Think about what you'd prefer by the end of the ceremony. I'll respect your wishes. Anyway, you told me to leave, so I'm going home. Your parents will be here in a little while, dressed in black, but you shouldn't chase them away. I've never heard of a wedding where the bride's family was chased away for just wearing something the bride didn't like, after all.
Sarah, I'm really sorry about what happened. It was just a moment of weakness. Things were more scattered than we expected. We just happened to take it. Please forgive us. I told you about getting proposed to in Hawaii, right? We promised each other we'd go to Hawaii for a honeymoon after getting married. But we spent so much money celebrating our engagement that we had no money left for the honeymoon.
So you decided to fund your honeymoon by stealing from a grieving family?
It wasn't planned. We were just desperate. The Hawaii trip cost way more than we expected.
And that's why you decided to steal the safe from my house. During the funeral, no less. While my mother lay there?
You don't understand. Jake had already booked everything for the honeymoon. Non-refundable. We were going to stay at the same resort where he proposed.
The resort where he proposed with money you probably stole from somewhere else.
It really was just a moment of weakness. When you angrily told us to leave the funeral right away, we happened to see it as we were leaving. And well, since we were already being kicked out unfairly, we thought we might as well get honeymoon money too. Like killing two birds with one stone.
Unfairly? You wore a Hawaiian shirt to a funeral.
I told you that was just a coincidence. We had just gotten back.
That's why you stole the safe from my house. Even if it was for a Hawaii trip, getting carried away with engagement excitement is no excuse. Do you know what was in that safe?
Just some jewelry and cash, right?
My mother's last letter to me was in there. Her final words that I'll never get to read now.
Oh, we didn't know.
And her wedding ring. The one she wanted me to have.
We're properly reflecting on it now. We were just so excited about the engagement and being back from vacation. We were acting like complete idiots because we were too excited.
Yet, you were quite precise in taking valuables. The cameras caught everything clearly. Not just the safe, but stuffing jewelry in your pockets too. I saw you trying on my mother's necklaces in the mirror.
That wasn't what I meant.
You even commented on how much they might be worth. The cameras picked up audio too.
We thought we were definitely wouldn't get caught during the funeral. Even if we did, we're family after all, so we thought you wouldn't go to the police.
Family? Is that what you call someone who steals from their dead mother-in-law?
Please, you've got to forgive us. You've already sold and spent everything, but we'll definitely pay it all back. It really was just a moment of weakness. This was truly the first time we've ever stolen money or things from anyone.
The first time? Are you sure about that?
I'm disappointed in you, Megan. You're still lying. What do you mean this was the first time? You've been taking money away from our parents' house too.
Big brother? What? Are you already at the wedding venue? You weren't supposed to be here yet.
Yeah, just arrived, and I've been reading through your conversation. Megan, you need to properly pay for your crimes at the police station. To think you can lie so casually at a time like this. Someone with such a rotten character probably can't become a proper adult anymore.
Wait a minute, what lies? And what do you mean taking money from our parents' house? I haven't done anything like that. This is all just a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding? Like how you misunderstood that wearing a Hawaiian shirt to a funeral was appropriate?
That's different. And what are you talking about with Mom and Dad's money?
Still playing dumb. We know you've been withdrawing money from our parents' bank account without permission. The withdrawal history is clearly recorded in the statements we received from the bank. You've withdrawn over $30,000. And from multiple banks far from our house. Our parents have no memory of making these withdrawals. We could ask the police to check the bank security cameras. Then we know right away who withdrew the money from this account.
That could be anyone. You can't prove.
The timestamps match perfectly with your shopping trips to those areas. Quite a coincidence, isn't it?
Stop! Stop! I'll admit to all of it. We did it. I'll apologize, so please, don't say anything to the police. We can work this out as a family.
It's too late. I can't forgive your incredibly stupid actions. Showing up to your sister-in-law's mother's funeral in a Hawaiian shirt. Stealing their safe behind the scenes for honeymoon money. And finally stealing a large sum from our parents' house? How could you do something incredibly stupid? You criminal!
That's not it. I was planning to slowly pay back the money from home. We spent so much in Hawaii and we needed money for the wedding too. There was no way we could prepare today's wedding expense by ourselves. The venue alone cost...
So you stole from our parents to pay for this wedding? The wedding where you're wearing a dress that probably costs more than Dad makes in a month? All this time, they were worried about how you were affording everything.
We really wanted to have the wedding soon, but I can't believe it was discovered so quickly. And to think the wedding we prepared through all this is ruined. All our plans!
Plans built on stolen money. A wedding for a bride and groom like you were never going to succeed. Since we're here, let's at least take a family photo before we go. Wedding attire and morning dress. 2 counts of theft. And with such large amounts stolen, you might get prison time. Looks like the husband and wife will be going to separate prisons too.
No way! We just moved in together. We're newlyweds. I absolutely don't want to go to prison. There must be something we can do.
What a lovely newlywed life. Well then, after we take photos, I'm taking Sarah back home. Remember, it's too late for regrets now. You chose this path yourself.
But what about all the guests? The catering? Everything's paid for.
With stolen money. Don't forget that.
Afterward, Tom and the others really did take one last family photo with Megan and her fiancé in their morning clothes before leaving with me. The wedding venue later filled up with invited guests, and the wedding proceeded as planned. However, none of the bride's family was present, and the bride and groom cried throughout the ceremony. Rather than a celebration, it was more like a funeral with only the sound of the bride and groom sobbing. After that, both of them turned themselves in to the police. I and the parents who were victims immediately filed charges and submitted the pet camera footage as evidence to the police. I heard they both received prison sentences right away. The Hawaiian-themed decorations were still hanging around their necks when they were led away in handcuffs. As for the wedding gifts, they were all returned to the guest, along with a note explaining that the bride and groom would be away for quite some time. Sarah kept the black mourning dress as a reminder that justice, like karma, sometimes comes dressed in unexpected ways.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.